Shout out to Edinburgh Yellow Paws, coaching Bullfrogs.
All right, we're back live here. Get this thing rocking and rolling. You're good. We got graduate of 2018, Zachary Bedford, up here in the box with us. He's a guy that's looking at trying to do some, possibly do some sports broadcasting. So he come in here and check us out and chill out with us.
Or maybe we might become a three-team broadcast team.
That's right. You see, we're lacking on a cameraman, so I mean.
But here we go, guys. 4 minutes until play is going to resume. Bullfrogs on top, 37-0. An excellent showing by the senior. Isaiah Hall's taking control of the Bullfrog offense here. First game of the year against Northside and just coming out on fire. Couple dimes. He had a nice one on a double play action to Demarion Pulte, the second touchdown for him of the night. Of course, found Mark Fulkerson, the old name that we keep hearing since his sophomore year. It's his third year on varsity. And, of course, Raul got a couple touches in there. Basically, everyone's getting the rock tonight. And we're looking good. I love to see it. Nothing like opening night for the Bullfrogs, coming out defensively, offensively, moving the ball, stopping the ball, and a big takeaway early, junior session, and it's just been a lot of fun to watch, Joey.
Yeah, it has. You know, this is the thing I was talking about early on, is that we had a recording, but just like much every first game of every season. We had a little technical difficulties, so I did a recording with Coach Welch before the game, and I tell you, like, it didn't work out. But we were talking about focus, about what we had going on, and the boys are locked in. This team for the Bullfrogs is a fairly seasoned team. Now, I was looking at it right here. Out of the roster, the Bullfrogs have a number of upperclassmen. I mean, it's majority juniors and seniors by far. It looks like the Bullfrogs only have one sophomore, and that would be actually two sophomores.
Three. Cornell, too.
Three. Dante Reese, Donnie Reese. You got Choo-Choo Meza, Cornell Avington.
I believe that.
So you got four sophomores that are starting to lay a path here, and for those, you got starters out of those guys too. So you got some young guys. And I was just talking to one of the middle school coaches that says that was 8th grade team looks pretty salty too. So Bullfrogs really creating a tradition of just trying to get these kids in, get them focused early, and develop them really well. And so it's a lot of fun to see it happen. And I'm going to take my headphones off so I can quit double talking myself, because I was double checking the feed. I hate whenever we have bad feed, and I want it to be the best for you guys, and so hopefully this feed works out really well.
So I want to say, too, because, hey, I am a middle school coach, too. We got a lot of great players coming out of the middle school. Some of the best numbers I've seen since I've been here at Lake Worth, my 4 years here, and we got a lot of great kids coming up. Got a lot of young kids that are going to be surprising a lot of you, hopefully, in the coming years. So hopefully some of them are here watching tonight. I've seen some of y'all in the crowd tonight. I'm very proud of you guys and excited to see you hopefully soon on Friday nights. As we're going to begin the second half here, is the Bullfrogs lead 37-0. Not only do they lead 37-0, they will receive the ball at half. So Lake Worth has another opportunity to put more points on the board. We'll see if they can maintain this shutout. We might see some more faces in the later half of this game, depending on the situation in the scoreboard.
Yep, here we go.
And the kick is up. It's going out to the far side of the field. Near the sideline, it is going to be returned, and that's picked up. I believe Demarion Pulte spinning around, getting down to the 30, so decent field position here for the Frogs.
Yeah, and actually it wasn't Demarion. It was actually number 7, Damian Moore, that brought it up. It was great return. Return looks like it was roughly probably about 15 yards. So you want to see that. Anytime you start off whether it's a punt or it's a kickoff, you want to start off on the 25 or better, and the Bullfrogs are going to start this off on the 30. So that's a good positive tick for the Bullfrogs.
Maybe I should start standing like Joey so I can see those far side numbers as he's always standing in the box. But here we go. A play-action play. Hall kind of stuck in the backfield there. He is going to get brought down. A good play there by Northside. They're finally able to get back in that backfield, and a 5-yard loss as Hall is sacked. 2nd down and 15.
And they have a player hobbling off the field a little bit. He's okay. He's up and moving off. Walking it off. Looked like maybe just a cramp. We don't like to show him much, but, he was on the field. So.
All right. So 2nd down and about 15. So not the greatest start here on the first play of the second half for the Frogs on offense. 11:30 as we enter those first 30 seconds. I almost called him Ramon session. Not a basketball player. This junior session out on the outside to Marion on the slot as the near side receivers. As Hall gets ready to snap it. And he's going to, looks like, keep this one on the read option. Coming through the middle. Picks up about 6 or 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, good play by the Bullfrogs. Way to carry out the fake in the backfield. It really froze the linebackers. I could watch their heads just watch the guy run out. They realize, like, oh, wait a second. He doesn't run like that.
Exactly.
And then they found Isaiah in the middle, but not before he got past the original line of scrimmage. Bullfrogs 2nd down and 8.
And so here we go. Rolling out to the trip side. That's Hall. He's got a target. That is Fulkerson. Depending on the spot, does look like he picks up the 1st down. They're going to give him about a yard after that 1st down marker, so a big pickup there as the trips. All right. Bullfrogs, and I'll give her a special shout out. That's my mother, and I'm going to go. Joey's telling me to go say goodbye. My mom's out here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania today, so I'll be on right back.
Yeah, I got to send him out there to go see his mom and say bye to her because, if you got a mom, hug her neck, hug it hard. Bullfrogs go, hand off to the right-hand side. He's got a little room. He's on the edge. He cuts up, gets past the 50-yard line, and that right there was number 24, Xavier Medrano, getting to the outside, getting a touch on tonight's play. Great job. Saw a burst of speed by Xavier Medrano. Great play. He's super excited. I see his family down right here in front of us. They were excited about that because the Bullfrogs need that. That helped get the 1st down for the Bullfrogs.
Look, I'm already back in action here. Oh, no, now I'm back in action. Mike was off there, but here we go. The Bullfrogs are going to run this one. It's to the fullback, Choo-Choo. The Choo-Choo train coming out of the backfield, out of the fullback spot, picking up close to another 1st down. Looks like, are they going to move those chains? If not, we're at about inches here from a 1st down. Another one.
Yeah, we roughly probably, I guess the awkward angle of it, it's just a little bit under a yard away. I'm going to zoom out a little bit right there. But Choo-Choo Mays on another great carry. He's had only a couple carries, but, man, they've been great all night.
And here comes a toss to Raul Alvarez, trying to fight for the 1st. Did he get it? We'll see, depending on the spot. It's going to be close, and it looks like they are moving those chains. So 2nd down, they go to the sweep play to Alvarez. He does pick up the 1st down.
What you like to see there, and they're stopping the clock. It's going to hurt player or something, I'm not sure. But what you see there by Alvarez, he had the speed to get there, but there was a guy tracking him. He knew he had to throw his shoulder into the guy and push forward to get that half yard, yard plus to get the 1st down. Really needed that. So it was a great job by pushing forward.
And it's great. The cool thing, too, that we're seeing tonight from this offense, not only are they passing the ball well, they're running the ball well. Isaiah's making some great decisions. Offensive line looks great. The Bullfrogs just coming out all around. We're seeing a lot of positives tonight, especially, we had some seniors leave last year, and we got guys filling into some spots. We had some transfers as well, and we got guys stepping up, some in new roles, some in old roles, but they're all doing their job tonight and playing good football.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We only had seen a couple of hiccups on offense. That sack a while ago to lead off to the second half, and then the interception earlier that Isaiah had thrown earlier. Other than that, the offense, I mean, seems like every play has been positive yards. So, I mean, you can't say enough about it as it continues to just build on itself.
And here we go. So a trips bunch formation on the right side, and a fake. It's a sweep, or nope, it's a fake pass as Isaiah rolls out and he finds a receiver, and that's Mark Fulkerson. Cut through the field, juking out 1, 2, 3, and he's down inside the 10-yard line. What a play, Mark Fulkerson.
Oh my goodness. He dipped the first guy so hard. They're going to be looking at that on film tomorrow. And I say dip. He does a little jab step to the left, and the defender just fell. And he paused the next one by shaking a little bit and got to the third guy. Great move. That's just a veteran receiver right there. Mark Fulkerson showing some of those moves that he has.
And the Bullfrogs will take over. It looks like it is. Yep, it is 1st and goal. No first down marker on the field. As 2 out to the near side. And they're going to go to the sweep play once again. That's Damian Moore with the ball. Great block on the outside by Sessions. And Damian Moore, Session, my mistake. What a block. Damian Moore waltzes into the end zone.
You're good. You don't have to catch that.
Hey, I'm trying.
Great job by Damian there. I mean, it looks like there's a timeout on the play. Players down out of bounds. For the Steers. He gets up on his own accord. You always like to see that. I don't know if he might possibly got, hitting the groin the way he's kind of, or no, they're holding on to his arm. He looks like he's doing all right. He's off on his own accord. He's moving out. That's good news there. Bullfrogs are going to line up for an extra point here. Score 43-0, and we're only 4 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable. And hey, I just want to point out, I'm a wide receiver coach, so you know what? Just seeing those wide receivers, that's one thing that you want to see from your receivers is block. Okay, those outside run plays, the difference between a 5-yard play and a touchdown, we just saw it right there. As Session just blew his guy into the middle of the field, cleared out that outside edge, and an easy touchdown run for Damian Moore. As here we go, they're going to go ahead and kick at this one as Polito lines up for another extra point. Again, getting his reps in tonight. And man, they bite on the little Bullfrog. They do their little bounce before they snap the ball. And Northside just coming across the line a little bit too early. A little encroachment.
We'll see what happens here. Is Coach Welch going to go ahead and try to kick it, or are they going to line up and take it? It's early on, so they're going to go ahead and take it here, it looks like.
And they don't bite this time as the kick is up and through the uprights. Add another point there for Polito. And the Bullfrogs 44 to a big goose egg, 0 for Northside as it's 8:06 left in the third quarter.
I like it. They announce it. It's part of football. You got to announce that score. Once again, I'm going to give a shout out to Eagles Nest, located up Boat Club Road, down the road from Lake Worth High School. Great place to go stop by, get wings, and catch any sport as they have a house full. They got the NFL ticket. Watch the game that you choose in the bar area, in the regular seating area, in the open area. They have a patio outside. It's a lovely time as we're getting into Friday Night Lights, and the time changes. That patio is a nice spot to be at. Feels nice and breezy out there tonight. I guarantee you, I'd love to be there right now eating some wings and having a nice, tall, cold glass of water. It'd be beautiful right now. But we're here right now, so maybe we might go celebrate afterwards. It'll be great. But nonetheless, Eagles Nest, Boat Club Road. Come check them out.
All right, and Polito kicking off from the left hash. Once again, his favorite spot. He's been kicking to that short side on the right-hand side of the field, which is our far side from the camera. We'll see what he does here as he approaches the ball, and he's going to go ahead and squib this one. A good kick. It's going to roll all the way down to the 10 until it's picked up. We'll see how the Frogs pick this one up. Cutting back, it's number 4 for Northside, and they bring him down just below the 25-yard line. I believe that was going to be number 4. That is Rosales for Northside.
Yeah, and on the tackle on that, looks like there's a flag on the play. The tackle on that was number 8, Hornell Klubu, and number 45, Elazar Garduno. Elazar Garduno and Hornell Klubu on the tackle there. Flag is going to be
It's against Northside.
holding on Northside from the spot of the foul. First down for Northside. Mark it off. That's tough when you have, a halfway decent run from there. You avoid a couple players and you get some yards, and then somebody gets called for holding, and then there you go, brings it back. Great position for the Bullfrogs, not such a great position for the Steers.
And here we go. So twin formation, 2 out left, 2 to the right, and they hand this ball off, and it's picked up by the Lake Worth Bullfrogs just about a couple yards after the line of scrimmage, and a great stop there as the Frogs continue to play that run defense pretty well.
Reese on the bottom of that play once again, along with a number of other Bullfrogs. Bullfrogs really making a couple of substitutions, really trying to actually they're running all ones right now on the field, so they have their first team defense in.
I'm really excited to see on the far side of the field, that's Cornell Avington again, a sophomore, called up earlier this week, or earlier last week, I believe, as that ball is incomplete. One of my own, real proud of that kid, hard-working kid, somebody to keep an eye on. Number 23 on the far side of the field. So we'll see what he can do for this Bullfrog team, a young kid. I know Lake Worth has brought up some young kids in the past, including guys like Mark Fulkerson, Demarion Pulte, to name a few, Junior Session. These guys have been on the varsity, taking reps for a long time, and it's paid off in the long run. So we'll see somebody to watch, Cornell Avington.
Yeah, most of the guys starting here are heavy hitters or 3-year starters at least. Junior Session is a 4-year varsity starter on this team. And here we go. Oh my goodness, what a big hit. By number 7, Damian Moore gets in there and just clobber knocks him.
What a play. I mean, hey, playing run back, also laying guys on their back. Great play. All right.
Wrong call in there. That was Brian Neal. No, it wasn't Damian Moore. He's on the field. I was like, I didn't see 7 on there, but I see him on the field now. That was him. That was a good call there. Pat myself on the back.
All right. Hey, you've been doing a better job of the numbers than I have. All right, here we go. So 2 lined out to the right as we go to the punt, and almost blocked once again. Another stop by Lake Worth and a fair catch attempt here by Junior Session, and he's going to go ahead and catch that one right near the 40-yard line. And here comes the Bullfrog offense.
Believe it or not, those are some of the hardest punts to fair catch. The ball is being kicked in the wind, so when that ball just sits there and sails, you get ready to call that fair catch. Lots of time that wind blows and it's off the fingertips. You've seen it happen time and time again in football, and so it's funny that to say funny, it's good skill that you actually catch it and take that risk instead of just letting it hit the ground.
And here we go. Bullfrogs hand this ball off, and it looks like we have a new quarterback in for the Bullfrogs. Number 13, Dante Reese, taking some first-team reps now. Or I guess not first-team reps, but taking some varsity reps here. So good to see him as the Bullfrogs with a solid play there on first down, picking up a first down.
Yeah, that last play, Choo-Choo Meza was just a bulldog rolling through. You thought he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he just went on and just drove through, kept grinding, kept pumping his legs, and got through there. He's got a low center of gravity and a lot of strength. He's a strong young man. He's got a little bit of quickness about him too.
And possibly a timeout here on the field.
Timeout called. They're going to say it's by the Bullfrogs.
There you go. So it's going to be interesting here, guys. Like I just said, Dante Reese coming in for quarterback for the Bullfrogs. Another young guy for this Bullfrog team, a sophomore quarterback. Going to be fun to watch him get some reps here against Northside with 5:51 left in the third quarter, so plenty of time left to play for him. And, hey, we got a lot of talent on this team. We might be getting a sneak preview possibly of what we might see next year after Isaiah hopefully rounds out a great year. He had some reps last year, looked pretty good, went into playoffs, had a tough loss there last year. But, hey, Lake Worth going through a great string of quarterbacks lately.
Yeah, Dante Reese, not to be confused with his brother, Donnie Reese. Those guys right there, brothers, both sophomores. And they're both some pretty stout ball players, so I'm excited to see what happens here.
And he's under center. He's going to pitch this one out. And that's Damian Moore finding a hole. He's got some space. He's looking at the end zone. Can he make it? And taken down, looks like at the 1 yard line. A big run, about 27 yards almost. And a great run by Damian Moore.
Great play. Good poise. Good poise, being able to read your blocks there. Damian Moore is packed full of speed. We know sometimes that speed can get you in trouble if you try to get out in front of the traffic, but good way to have good poise, way to read the blocks and be able to get there. Handoff up the middle, as we've seen all night. See who that is.
Choo-choo! Is that it? First touchdown?
Choo-choo Meza gets his first varsity touchdown.
Good for him, Choo-choo Meza. What a story, too. I won't go too much into it, but what a hardworking kid. He's earned his spot on varsity and getting his reps on this team, and finally earns his way into the end zone here in his first varsity game.
Yep, Bullfrogs now going to line up to kick their extra point. And, I mean, hopefully the Steers understand Bullfrogs are going to double clutch here. That's 50-0.
They've seen it
Plenty
a
of
couple
practice.
times. And this is going to be actually number 99. Emiliano Gonzalez is going to come in to kick this one. So no Polito right now. Still perfect on the season. It's not the best snap, but still finding a way to get it up and in. That's Emiliano Gonzalez, number 99, coming in and making the kick.
Awesome. Good stuff. That just goes to tell you, Polito's had him a number of kicks on the night. Go ahead and let somebody else kick it a little bit.
He's like, Coach, my leg's feeling a little tired out here, you know.
Yeah.
So he's gotten his fair reps, and Emiliano comes in. Again, great job by a kicker. You know, when you see a snap that's a little mishandled, it's kind of, you know, you get a little nervous making sure that ball's going to be there when you go to swing that foot. But does a good job, finds a way to punch it through. As the Frogs look to kick off again, we'll see who's going out to kick this one off. It is Emiliano. So Emiliano Gonzalez not only handling the extra point attempts, he will be handling the kickoffs as well. Again, from the left side. So Polito and Emiliano preferring that left side of the field.
Yeah. 51-0.
Hey, you'll love to see it. Opening night, points on the board. Offense is firing. Defense is standing tall as the Bullfrog fans are stomping their feet here tonight. And a great turnout as the Bullfrog fans are doing their thing here in Lake Worth, Texas. A beautiful night for Friday Night Lights. As Emiliano raises his hand, lets them know, the players know that he's ready to kick this one off. And a great kick. It's down deep, almost to the 1 yard line. This one is going to be returned, and they're going to trip him up right near the 20 yard line. That was number 10. That was Daryl Jones on the tackle.
Yeah, it's good. It's, you know, you don't see that. A sub in there. Daryl Jones, number 10 for the Bullfrogs. He's a senior as well. He's on the wide receiving core, and he's on the defensive back core as well, but he's kind of one of those special teams guys. But it's good to hear, good to see more action coming out of everybody from the Bullfrogs team-wide.
Hey, this is a great thing, you know. Obviously, it's a little bit of fun when it's a close game, but I'd rather be sitting in a very comfortable 51-0 lead. But the good news about this is a lot of your twos, maybe some of your young guys get out here tonight, get some reps in your first game of the season. You know, you want to have a team that has depth, and the Bullfrogs out here tonight getting to show that depth as Northside looks like a read option, the quarterback keeper. And that's number 9. That is Salazar finding some space. There is a flag back around the 35 yard line. But a great run by the quarterback, Margarito Salazar.
There's a flag that came flying in. I saw it.
Yeah. Northside is already taking some steps back, so they already know. Generally on those run plays, you already know what the call is. That holding call.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll wait for the referee here.
Ooh, blocking the back.
Blocking the back. They're calling that outside receiver as that receiver kind of came to crack down. And he came and cracked down and just cracked down a little too much. And therefore, he got called for the block in the back. Couldn't get the front of the jersey. Couldn't even get the side of the shoulder pad. He kind of got around the backside. So, yeah, so here we go.
All right. And it looks like a Bullfrog hopped off sides, unfortunately. So we do have a flag on the play, as those yards might be given back just a little bit there, as the Bullfrogs just trying to get some reps for the second team players.
But this is where, you know, a lot of people think, you know, you run up a score or anything like that, you know, just to do it. And it's not, you know, Bullfrogs came out, they showed their strength, and they have 51 strong points on the board. But that last score was done by, you know, there was twos in on the play. So now Bullfrogs have the score in their favor. Now their twos can actually get live varsity action for almost a whole half of a game. That's a big deal in developing your team. So Bullfrogs are taking full advantage of that right now.
Trips out to the near side with single receiver out left. They're going to throw to that single receiver, and unfortunately a low throw there. And that one's going to be incomplete as the receiver tried to dive on top of that one. And that is going to bring up third down and short.
Well, I love it.
Second down.
I love it how Cornell went ahead and came and hit through him because there was no whistle yet. You gotta play through the whistle. He hit him, then they blew the whistle. Some people want to say, "Oh, late hit." Not a late hit. He's not going to wait for the referee to make the call. He's going to go ahead and put that hit on there. And you have to do that. If not, if you're anticipating the whistle, that's how somebody can break free on a run.
And here we go, a big run here, and the Bullfrogs on the chase. Oh, and a hit near the sideline. It looked like it was still legal as Salazar gets down to the 45-yard line. And again, like you just say, you play through the play. I know the quarterback was going out of bounds, but he wasn't out of bounds yet before that hit. And as the Bullfrogs give a big run.
This isn't the NFL. This is high school football. If he hadn't got out of bounds yet, he's still fair game. And it's not like it was an illegal hit. Didn't come hit him with a helmet to helmet or anything. He just jumped on his back, just like you're supposed to, and tackled him. So that's exactly what it was. It was a good, clean play. You can't pull up and expect nobody's going to hit you because you're looking like you're going out of bounds. Somebody's still going to hit you.
And here we go. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right, and at number 4 coming through, and a bad snap once again, and his knee is on the ground. Salazar's knee was on the ground when he picked up that ball, and so that's going to be automatically down as the Bullfrogs catching a break there on the bad snap.
Yeah, I lost it down there. I like to see it that we had, so number 53, is that Jafet Lopez? Jafet Lopez in there, and the quarterback down. Jafet jumped right for the ball, tried to take it away from him, like, hey, is the play over yet? I'm taking the ball.
And here we go. So second down and about 15 to go. Same formation here for Northside. Salazar takes the snap, hands this ball off, and the Frogs are all over this one at the line of scrimmage. Only going to pick up 1 on the play, bring up third down, and a long ways to go.
Yeah, on that one you had Lopez and Torres and Valenzuela on the tackle. It's a great play. You know, if your interior defensive line makes the tackle alone, no linebackers or anything, that means they're standing their guys up and they're able to fall into the hole right when they see where it's happening at. That means they're controlling that offensive line.
And here we go. Looks like a little bubble screen for Northside, and they had success on it earlier. They're going to find success here. And down to the opposite 35-yard line, a big play for Northside there on third down and long.
Stevens for the Bullfrogs. And now the Stevens for the Bullfrogs did a track down there. And now all of a sudden you saw it's like that reset. Guys, we're letting you get some looks. And then now it's like, okay, hey, ones, come back in here. We're going to turn this back around. We're not going to let them score.
So here we go. Trips out to the right. Rolling out to the left is Salazar away from the trip side. He's got some space. He's going to look to go out of bounds, and he does get out of bounds this time. A gain about 6 yards on the play. As Northside finally getting a good drive in here as they're marching down the field, approaching the red zone, about 10 yards away from that red zone. And it looks like they're going to go back to that trips formation. Trips out to the right. Single receiver to the left. Salazar is going to try to take this snap. He does. He's going to throw out to the wide receiver screen. Not the best throw. He's stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Somehow breaks free, though. The Bullfrogs don't wrap him up, just two-stepping all the way around. And the Bullfrogs finally able to get him down, but a flag comes in late on the play. And we're trying to, I do want to acknowledge, we do see the frozen screen on y'all's screen, so just hang tight. We're trying to get that fixed. Hopefully you guys can hear us as we talk through this, as the penalty is going to go against Lake Worth here, as this is going to be, I believe, a personal foul, and they're going to march down another 15 or so yards. So now we are actually in the red zone. Looks like they're going to spot this at about the 14-yard line. Trips back to that right side. Looks like they love running that trips to the right no matter what. And, oh, man. There's some extracurriculars on the field.
Yeah, and that was
We do not condone that at all, guys. That is there's
Craig Williams tackled him down. Craig Williams tackled him down, and they didn't like that. He got up and pulled his helmet off. And the other kid got up and threw his helmet. He's upset, ticked off.
And I was going to say, it's been
And
getting a little tricky.
Craig Williams just got up and walked away and just clapping his hands like, yeah, like getting excited. So sorry you guys aren't seeing this right now. Trying to get this back up for you.
Hopefully this gets a little bit cleaned up. I mean, it is 51-0. Don't want anything to happen that's unnecessary, especially in a game like this. As Lake Worth needs to make sure, hey, and I'm not saying they aren't. They've been doing a great job. Their team came back to the sideline, making sure everybody's all right, staying out of the mix, and see how this gets sorted out here. I know Coach Welch does a great job of talking to his teammates. I know Coach Welch knows he preaches these kids, hey, keep a level head. So good job here by the Bullfrogs. No extracurriculars going on right now. So hopefully we'll get this sorted out and get this game back on. We got a 1:37 here, third quarter. Bullfrogs still lead 51-0. Don't see that lead slipping anytime soon. Nothing's impossible, but you know, that's like me trying to climb Mount Everest right now. It's quite a task. So I don't know if we're going to see that this year or Northside come back. Yet to see it. So I know you guys can't see what's going on, and I just want to let you know we don't have any more information. They haven't really made a call on the field. Both teams are on the sideline. Let me correct that there. Northside is on their sideline. The Frogs are now lined up on the defensive end. The ball spot at the 5. I do want to say, even though Craig Williams did tackle the quarterback, he was offsides by a good half second at least. And that was going to move it up, and it looks like they moved the ball even more. So I believe it was half the distance to the goal line. So the ball is now spotted at the 5-yard line. The clock is now live. So we are going to resume play. 2 receivers out right, 2 in the backfield, along with a single receiver out left for Northside. The single receiver in motion. They fake it to him, and they stop. They stop Northside at the 5-yard line, so no gain on the play. It was 1st and goal, and that's going to be 2nd and goal now, no gain. And they are going to spot the ball. Nothing too much going on after that one, so that's good news for us. As Northside looking to make a score here. They have not gotten on the board yet. 50-ish seconds left here in the third quarter as this game is entering into its final quarter. Trips finally out to the left. Haven't seen that too much tonight. Single receiver outright. And they're going to go ahead, and his QB keeper, QB power, and he tries to cut back. That's Salazar. It looks like they stop him, and they do. Okay, it's about I don't know, no gain. I'm waiting for the spot on the field. It went to the far side. A helmet did come off. Of course, in high school, the helmet comes off. You do have to come out for at least one play, and it looks like the spot is going to be back on the 5, so no gain on the play. Good job by the Bullfrog defense. 3rd down and well, 3rd and 5, but really it's 3rd and goal on the 5-yard line.
And timeout call, there was looks like an injured player on the field. Sorry, y'all, that at home, something happened on my video card, and it just locked up on us. So I had to reset everything. But thank y'all for staying there with us. The video or the sound was still up, so we got that working. So.
Hey, as we have this time, a special shout out to some of the guys and gals in the chat tonight. Always see Chris out here. Of course, Kaylee Welch, the Welch family out here. I believe I saw Bryce Rains earlier in the chat. Of course, the Rains and Welch family showing out tonight, so appreciate y'all's support. A nice win for you guys. I'm sure the families will be happy about this one. Again, 20 seconds here left in that 3rd quarter. They did just resume that clock as Northside is going to line up here on that 5-yard line. 2 out left, 2 out right. Shotgun, guy in motion. That's number 4. And it looks like they're going to hand off a little misdirection there. And stopped once again. 3rd and goal. Stopped once again. Might have been even a loss of a yard on the play. So 3rd and goal from the 4th and goal from the 6-yard line. We'll see if they bring the kicking team out or maybe try to put up 6.
Yeah, and that was number 22, Gage McAnally, Coach McAnally's son, on that last tackle. So it was a great play. It looks like that's going to be the end of the quarter. We're going to flip ends here and see what Northside is going to do. It's amazing to me that this game just got a little chippy there at the, that last player set, because there's just been a lot of tension around this game off the field, like through social media and that kind of thing. And so I'm happy that the boys were able to, everybody's able to restrain themselves up to this part, and it's not, it hasn't been really a big issue. Just one little play. Looks like frustration because the guy didn't get a block and he got sacked by one of our players. And he's got up out of frustration. I can understand frustration. It just so happens to be in football, you get an ejection, which I didn't see them eject the kid.
They did not.
They threw a flag, but he did not get ejected or anything.
Yep.
Because he got him threw his helmet off. And you can't do that in football. So we're not going to aim on that or grind on that any more than you need to. It is what it is, but right now the game's still solid, clean. I hope it stays that way through another quarter.
4th down, and they're going to go for a little bit of, it looks kind of like power play here from the quarterback. Unable to break through, and that's going to be a little 4th and goal stop for the Bullfrogs. Coming up big once again. They'll take over 11:53, 51-0. An absolute great game from the Frogs tonight as they keep the score. I mean, a goose egg, the big 0.
Yeah. And some people look at that and be like, oh, well, that ain't nothing. You guys should have kept them out. What people don't understand about that, that's a big stand because there was a lot of 2s in on that stop. And it takes a lot, no matter, if you're 1s or 2s, to get a good stop inside the 5-yard line, keep them from getting out on a 4th down. That's a big deal. Bullfrogs line up now and going to try to dig and see if they can't go the length of the field for this one.
They're going to go ahead and hand this ball off. Powering through the hole with some space and a big hit. See if I can pick up a number on that play. It's a little bit congested down there. You see who that was, Joey?
It looks like it's 24. I'm trying to zoom in and see what we got here. Yeah, it was number 24 for the Bullfrogs, Xavier Madrano. Xavier Madrano on the carry real hard. I mean, what a monstrous hit he put on. It looked like on a DB. Just lowered his shoulder and just got small and just put a lick on him. It's always good when a running back ends up on top of the Pawpaws. Here we go. Another handoff. Squirts up the middle. Choo-choo Mesa for another good run.
Making a difference here tonight. A lot of these young guys, it's a lot of fun to watch. Choo-choo, another run. And every time he's touched this ball tonight, I feel like he's at least got 5 yards. The kid is running hard. For such a small body, he has so much power. His legs, he's got some big legs. And you can really see him drive through those tight spaces in those holes.
Yeah, really done a great job here.
Oh,
the ball's on the ground. Oh, no.
It's recovered. A handoff to, I believe, Damian Moore there is going to be recovered after it was mishandled. And Northside will take over on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I was just right there, you know. It can happen sometimes, and that right there, it was you know, when they go back, both of them, when they go back and look at it on film, a little bit, maybe a little sloppy on the handoff, maybe even a little bit sloppy on trying to give them a good pocket to put it in. It's okay right now. The score is handled, but it's still thinking to look back on film and pay attention to. You can't get lackadaisical and give up the ball like that.
Salazar's looking to keep this one. He goes through the line of scrimmage, gains about 4 yards on the play. Going to be brought down. As the Bullfrogs are going to face the Northside Steers are going to face about a second down and about 6.
Brought down by Exase Bakula. Exase Bakula's been in on a number of tackles tonight. We've missed a few, getting him calls on a few of those group tackles, but he's had a couple standouts on himself. So him and Brian Neal, them bookends, big deal for the Bullfrogs. The crowd tonight here on both sides is huge. We didn't even mention that. It's huge on both sides. Lots of people turned out.
And a good run here by Northside. They're going to pick up, it looks like, just about a first down. If not the first down, it's going to be inches. But, yeah, man, it's beautiful, man. Texas football Friday Night Lights, the crowds, the noise. It's been a fantastic night, not to mention even the bands out here, the cheerleaders. It's been great to be back, man. You miss this.
Yeah, you do. You know, I started looking at my numbers, started looking at our numbers online. I get kind of sad, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, everybody's out here. Everybody's out here, and I love to see that. You know, the radio and the show has its purpose, and it's awesome for those that can't be here. But those that you can be here, thank y'all for coming out to the game. Fake handoff is a fake option. Quarterback gets tackled. Looks like
it's a big stop.
Loss
of yards.
Lost about a yard or two. It's going to bring up a fourth down now in 3, where it was 3rd down and 1.
So
fourth down and 3. Bullfrogs try to get another stop here and try to get back on the offensive train.
And it looks like they're going to go trips out to the left side. They love that trips. Usually it was to the right last drive, and now they're going out to the left. Single receiver, outright shotgun. Salazar gets the snap, fakes the handoff. He's taking a shot to the end zone, and it missed the receiver by a good 5 yards there on 4th down. And that will bring a turnover on downs as the Bullfrog defense with another stand here. And they'll come back with 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's a great defensive stand there by the Bullfrogs. The ones were in there. The ones, I think, are on the sideline telling coach, like, no. Keep it a goose egg. Let us go back in. We'll get them better field position next time, and then we'll let the 2s back in. The ones are definitely all about trying to keep this thing a goose egg. It's a pride thing. It's a team thing. It's a kind of a rivalry thing between the fans and the players, social media, all that stuff. So, you know, Coach Welch likes to keep his head out of the social media and everything else, and so leave that to the kids for it. But that last run there was a good run by the Bullfrogs. And there's some chippiness happening down there that I think the coaches they're getting a hold of.
That looks like it was Xavier Medrano with the carry. A great run. He's had a couple great runs tonight. Last run he had, he trucked through the middle, almost took a guy over. And now he goes out to the outside and picked up about 10, 15 yards in that one. And here we go again, and they're going to hand it off to the fullback. And that's, again, Choo-Choo coming through the hole and picking up another 5, 6 yards. So another run for Choo-Choo.
Yeah, he's average. Choo-Choo Meza tonight is averaging, I think his average tonight is probably like 7.2 yards a carry as you take his longer runs, mixing them little 5-yard runs. I mean, he's got a good average going on for a young guy, sophomore, and playing fullback. You haven't seen the Bullfrogs use a whole lot of fullback in the past, and so it's good that you have that back there.
And Damian Moore getting a good block. He gets outside, trying to find some space, picking up the first down, a gain of about 10 or 12 on the play, and he crosses just about midfield, or actually they might spot him right down on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it's good. Another good run by Damian Moore. And the referees are saying, hey, I know the chains are moving, but run that clock.
Yep, 7:45 left here in the fourth quarter as the Bullfrog offense trying to march to the other side of the field, and they hand it off to the fullback again. That's Choo-Choo. And he's picking up about 3 on that play, so not as much success. One of his shorter runs of the day, but 3 yards is 3 yards, guys. That's a solid pickup. as Lake Worth will approach second down.
You know, there's another shirt I was going to wear tonight. It's a black shirt. It has the LW and looks like a heartbeat on it. You know, the old motto for Pee Wee. The guys that are seniors here, they were my second year of coaching Pee Wee, and they were only 8 years old, 7, 8 years old.
And Damian Moore picks up the pitch, cutting it back, trying to cut it back. He's trying to fight for some more yards. It's going to be real close to that first down. It looks like the far side ref is marking it down at the 40. There's a little bit of extra things going on.
Yeah, there's, you know, as a little chippiness as this game ends, this is the thing that, there's a flag on the play. We're going to see what happens here. What I love about Lake Worth Bullfrogs, what I love about them and the staff and the whole 9 yards, Coach Welch does not tolerate garbage play or garbage action from his players. When I say garbage, I mean unnecessary trash talk, which all trash talk is pretty much unnecessary. But looks like they're going to go with a personal foul called on Northside. Personal foul on the Bullfrogs is going to be offset. Replay the down. Both players are ejected out of the game.
That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the first game of the season.
I mean, it's just sad too. That play was away. The two players involved were away from the play, and you just can't let the motions get the best of you here. But I know Welch does a great job of teaching his kids about, hey, I know they've talked about these kind of situations, and hopefully we see this thing cool down. I know Coach Welch does a good job of, like I said, coaching these guys. It's Madrano,
great move.
a little spin cycle
My
again.
goodness.
Oh, man, double spin. Looking like he's playing Madden out there. Spins through the hole, spins again through contact, picks up about 9 on the play. So a good positive here is Xavier Madrano having a fantastic second half.
Madrano's got to have upwards close to 50 yards, right? Him and Choo-Choo both. Him as a backup running back, Choo-Choo as a fullback. Those two young guys both at least have 50 yards apiece. That's a big deal for your running game for the Bullfrogs, because these are guys that don't normally get the carries like you normally would see.
Here we go, another run here from Madrano, and he is going to pick up the first down. They're going to spot him at the 29-yard line. Another good run by Madrano, just moving those chains. 6 minutes left to play.
Just 6 minutes. You know, I could get used to these 7 o'clock games. I could get used to these, although we probably won't see another 7 o'clock game this season.
I think we actually, it's funny, I think we actually have a couple more. I'm not going to lie.
We might. I have to look to see what we have, but mostly our 7 o'clock games come from Fort Worth schools, because that's their thing, is they always have earlier games, 7 o'clock instead of 7:30. So anyways, here we go, back to play.
2 out to the left, I formation here. As they're just going to go ahead now, it looks like with about 5.5 minutes left to play, Lake Worth just letting the clock tick down. About 20 seconds still left on the play clock, as Mr. Reese in there just kind of letting the thing tick down. It's Mr. Dante Reese taking his time. Northside trying to get them to jump a little bit, but everyone on Lake Worth knows we ain't going until the clock hits about 1. So 5 seconds. The ball's probably going to come out here in just a moment, and there it is. And they're going to go ahead and pitch it out into Xavier Madrano, trying to find some space, and Northside's going to do a good job there and limit the gain maybe to a yard, if not just breaking even.
Yeah, Bullfrogs, this right here goes into the thing here. This is respectful football. And what I mean by respectful football, you've gotten your looks in, and you got to really, you got 2 hands on the game, 51-0, and it's respectful to play out the clock this way. There's a couple of different things that come into play. One is preserving your players, not putting in any more plays than you need to at this point. Let's see if he gets this off. 3 seconds.
go ahead and snap it right at 1. It's another handoff to the fullback, Choo Choo. And he's going to get pushed back.
They're going to give him forward progress, though, down to close to about the 26, it looks like.
So a nice little gain, but we'll see what happens here. They're just going to slowly
The timeout called by the White Hat.
Interesting. Yeah, they have not started to run the clock yet. Let's see what happens. As the ref is talking to Xavier Pickney right now.
Oh, yeah, he was just talking to him. The White Hat was over talking with the head coach of Northside. Okay, so just an explanation. I think the referee was, the head coach from Northside was just asking for some sort of explanation on something.
Now it looks like 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. And that conversation might have been about what I'm seeing right now is they might be talking about possibly running this clock. Again, this game got a little bit chippy here for a second, and we don't want any of these players to get into something they shouldn't, and maybe the best thing right now is just run that clock out as Lake Worth will have a 3rd and 7. They're going to go ahead and pitch this out to Damian Moore, trying to find a seam through the middle, and he cuts it back and only going to pick up about 4 or 5 on the play, so short of the 1st down. About 2 yards to go, 4th and 2, and we'll see what they do here.
And, the Bullfrogs, that whole last thing with 2 players getting ejected. At the end of the day, after this game's over, we broadcast for the Bullfrogs. So the Bullfrogs, for lack of better terms, they're not worried about what happens to the Steers player. They are now next week going to be without one of their players. Now imagine there will be some look at it, some review. Coach Welch will look at it on film and try to get that to really see what has come of that. Meaning, did it? When you have film, it's a good thing they can go back and after action review it. And when you have film to look at that to see if there's fault to be displayed and can it be overturned or anything like that. Coach Welch and his staff does an amazing job at making sure to keep the referees honest with what they have. The only thing that I did see two players with no helmets on. So,
yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really catch what was happening until it was too late because it was away from the play. I'm watching.
Yeah, nobody did. All of a sudden we saw, and Lakewood does such a great job when that happens. You saw players disperse and coaches get involved and control happen immediately. And so, in games like this, we've had this with, during 7-on-7, there's, we have different things. The players get, they get very competitive. And we're talking about young men just coming into their young men selves, full of testosterone
exactly.
and super hyped up. So, nonetheless, it's been a great game so far. Here we go.
And it's running it on 4th down. It's Madrano, and the ball comes loose, but won't really matter regardless. As it looks like, I think Northside, no, it actually does look like Lake Worth will pick this one up, but at the same time, it is a turnover on downs as they don't get enough yardage to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, number 3, Anthony Moreno ended up picking that up for the Bullfrogs. And that time, I think there was a little bit of a, spin move by Xavier Madrano that just didn't quite work out well. He didn't keep the ball tucked in, so he had a fumble. So, it's just another thing. And for those guys right now, and you never like to see it happen, but when it happens, you like it to happen on games like this so you can reel yourself back in and you can see and you can learn from it. And it didn't cost you a playoff game, didn't cost you a game, didn't cost you a playoff game, nothing like that. So.
And there's a run, and it was about a 3-yard run for Northside. It'll be 2nd down and 7. There's 2:30 on the clock here.
And that was number 34 for the Bullfrogs. I don't have him actually on the list. Number 34 for the Bullfrogs on the tackle.
Hopefully we get an updated roster by next game as we see some new faces coming out here today.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a good thing. We got a lot of guys coming out. I can tell you right now, again, from the middle school, our numbers are just increasing every single year.
Yeah,
so,
I heard you guys had 100 kids out this year.
Unbelievable. I mean,
that's fantastic.
It's a good problem to have. Is another run here for Northside, and looks like we're going to see a wall at the line of scrimmage. And he did gain a couple on forward progress, but pushed back down as second down at about 5.
Yeah, you know, you always love to see those numbers increase for sure in your program. That means there's interest.
Exactly.
You're growing interest. You're changing. You're creating a culture.
That's how the motto right now at our middle school is change the culture. We've been doing a lot of preaching about, you know, getting these kids out, getting these kids playing, and I believe that has a lot to do with the coaching staff that we brought in. I've seen a lot of guys come in the last 4 years, and a lot of great guys, and you're really starting to see that product on the field. It started with Coach Welch and his sons and his coaching staff, Rains and McAnally, and we continue to see the Bullfrogs every single year just get better, and it's just beautiful. I mean, this is what Lake Worth is all about. I mean, you take a look tonight, and I know you guys can't really see, but you take a look tonight and look at the amount of fans here in the stands and the excitement around this team. It's a good place to be right now. It's a good place to be.
1,000%.
And Northside just running the clock out here. We got about 35 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if they try to get a couple plays in or just going to head and run this and maybe end it. And there's the last possible play maybe on the night. And we'll see if they try to run another one. But at this point, it's 20 seconds, 51-0, as the teams are looking to just not wait. It was change of possession.
Yeah.
So
that's 4th down. So the Bullfrogs will go in and take a knee, and that'll be it.
I was doing my whole little spiel about the fans and looking around. I lost track of the down. So Lake Worth will just have one play here, most likely going to take the knee, as we're going to go ahead and wrap this up in just a couple minutes, and we'll give you a little recap of the game. But Lake Worth coming out tonight and showing out.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It's fun. You got a tale of two Chris's tonight. You got excited first half, yelling, screaming, Coach White, to calm and just, you know.
Enjoying the ride.
Exactly. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
The two versions.
You're usually worried about your hair on a motorcycle ride for the first couple miles.
Yeah.
And the next couple miles, you're just like just in the breeze.
Cruise control came on, you know. We're just cruising through the second half. A great game here. And as we're just waiting for this clock to tick on and down.
This is a great end to my week for sure.
Oh, man, me too. A great Friday night as the clock finally hits 0. Your Lake Worth Bullfrogs 51, the Northside Steers 0. As joined here tonight by Joey, I'm Chris White. We'll be doing a little recap here in a minute or two, but excited to have you guys joining the stream. We'll be talking just in a moment about what happened tonight, but your Lake Worth Bullfrogs, man, coming out of the gate hot. Finishing strong, got the number 2s out there a little bit as Northside and Lake Worth go to shake hands in the middle of the field. And, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Hey, man, so, like, you can't be mad at starting out with that. I mean, the good thing about it is we won 51-0. That's done and over with. The thing that Coach Welch and the staff want to pull out of this is where are our weaknesses?
Yep.
What is it that we need to improve on? Because you can gain a lot of confidence in a game like this, being a young player. You can gain a lot of confidence in this, but the thing about it is the coaches are ready to come in tomorrow. They tell you enjoy tonight because next week starts tomorrow.
Exactly.
Go through film, look at that, be happy about certain things, and let other things be like, hey, look, good job here. But right here, we got lazy. Right here, we got complacent. Right here, we did this. And to know that you got to fix those, because if you want to have a shot at the dance and you're wanting to go a long way, then you have to make sure that you are locked in the entire game.
The one thing that I like to preach is complacency. We don't want to see complacency. And as we see the Lake Worth faithful cheering on their team coming over to the band, I'll say this quickly as we listen in, but this team knows that just because you win tonight 51-0, we can't be complacent. As we see the Lake Worth football team approach the band
That's right.
Get those L's up. Get those L's up.
Get those L's up. Hey, everybody, next week we'll be tuning in. We'll be on the road next week. Bullfrogs, we will be on the road next week. We'll be headed to, actually, we're not on the road next week.
Sanger.
We're Sanger here next week.
Yep.
Sanger here next week. Listen to the school song, folks. Put them L's up, LW's up. Number one's in the air if you graduated when I did. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys next time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. For Chris White, I'm Joey Wilcox, and this is Bullfrog Radio. Let's go, Bullfrogs!